Okay, so this is the equipment for the fault monitoring of a three-phase network. First of all, we have a three-phase supply. In the equipment, we have a three-phase circuit breaker. We have a summation current transformer. We have a three-phase line model. Similarly, we have a three-phase transformer, a combined overcurrent and earth fault relay. These are the inputs, and then we have a control circuit over here. Then this is the inductive load, and along this we have a resistive load. So let's see these items one by one, and let's have an overview of all the equipments. So let's look at the equipment. First of all, we have a three-phase supply, and you can use this three-phase supply by connections here like red, yellow and blue, and the neutral as well. Just turn it on from here, then there is a breaker, and then press this button, so the supply will now go towards the output of the output terminals. So very simple. And there is also a meter over here. You can see that now there are multiple readings which you can see, voltage and like power, current, reactive power, power factor. So everything is displayed here in this panel. Next up, you have a power circuit breaker, and this is the red, yellow and blue and neutral. These are the inputs, and this is the output. There is a PLC connection over here, and you can turn it on and off using these connections. You have to short this. This works on normally close, and this one as well. So in order to run this, you have to close this connection and this one as well. You can also connect any relay, normally closed relay here, to operate this. And then this is the output of your power circuit breaker, red, yellow, blue and the neutral. Next up, we have a summation current transformer. We have used it in previous labs as well. And for the summation current transformer, again red, yellow, blue. Now these combined, and also the neutral connection. So combinedly, these are actually the which you can see that this is the primary, the red, yellow, blue. This is the primary, okay. And then here the next connection here, and then these are the secondaries, okay. These are the secondary of your transformer. So the summation is given here, okay. So this is your summation current transformer. Next up, we have a line model, and this actually exhibits the characteristics of a transmission line. L1, L2, L3, this is your input. We also have a neutral connection and earth as well. And L1, L2, L3 here on the right side are the output along with the neutral connection. You can see that there are multiple bridging plugs here. So these are the bridging plugs, like you can remove them if you don't want the effect of this capacitor or the capacitance between these two lines. So by bridging these connections, you are actually simulating the effect of the capacitance between these two lines. Similarly, here is the induction, like inductor and resistor. So if you remove this, now there will be no resistive and inductive effect. So you can then short these two connections if you don't want any inductance or resistance in your line. But still, these are recommended in this experiment to connect. This is recommended to connect all the bridging plugs, okay. So this is your line model. Next up, we have a three-phase transformer, and this is the primary side which will be connected in delta. The three inputs will be here, and then we will combining them for a delta connection. And then on the right side we have the secondary. The output will be from these three, and the star point will be on minus 15%. So you'll be combining these connections. Also you can connect the neutral of your system here as well. So this is a three-phase transformer IT6003. This is the combined overcurrent and earth fault relay, and on the left side you can see that there are like three phases which are connected in series with your transmission line. Then there is a connection of neutral as well. There are a few fuses for the protection, like 5 amperes, so maximum 5 amperes you can 5 ampere, or recommended that less than 5 ampere you can for that you can use this equipment. And then this is your module, and this is a PLC actually. A few selection buttons, reset menu and entry. Also this is the running condition, like the normal operating condition. Then for the error you will get this line for pickup. If the current is more than the value, so this will be a pickup point, and trip will be when the circuit when the relay will be operated. And then there are a few connection control signals which you can give it to your system. And as you can see, these are all normally open, and then there are a few signals as well here. So we'll be using them in our experiment. Next up we have a variable inductive load here, and this is a variable load. You can connect all the three phases here and the neutrals here, and then you can vary these loads. You can vary them, all of them. There is a fuse as well, 3 fuses to protect this load. Finally we have a resistive load, and again this is a 3-phase resistive load. Red phase, yellow phase, blue phase, and then you can make a star point here. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, we have to connect our 3-phase supply to this 3-phase transformer. Okay, so it's very easy. So what you have to do here is that you have to connect the red, yellow and blue phases to this transformer. So this is the red phase. Okay, so you can see that the connection is basically at the 380, because this is for the delta. And then you have the yellow phase. So connect this yellow phase here, and then connect this yellow phase to your power supply. So there you go, this is the yellow phase, and then the blue phase is also connected from your supply to this transformer. So as you can see, now we have made the three phases here. These are connected here, and the next step is to connect these 3 phases in delta. So for delta connection, it's very simple. You have to connect the yellow phase to the red phase, the blue phase to the yellow phase, and then the red phase will be connected all the way to the blue phase. So this makes a delta connection. After that, we have to constitute a star connection at the output. So the 3 phases will be connected to your power circuit breaker, and the neutrals will be combined. So let's connect these 3 phases, and I'll start from the red phase again. So this red phase will be connected to your power circuit breaker. There you go. This is the red phase. And then the yellow phase will be connected to the power circuit breaker as well. So here is the yellow phase, and this is connected to the power circuit breaker. And then the blue phase, again this will be connected to the power circuit breaker. So there you go. So I have connected these 3 phases from this output of this transformer to this power circuit breaker. Next step, what we have to do is that we have to combine these neutrals, and this will be connected to minus 15%. Okay, so this is the minus 15% connection. So what we have to do is that we will combine all these connections together, and then this will be your star point. So I'm going to connect them using the neutral wires, the black wires. So this is the minus 15 tapping, minus 15% tapping. There you go. And now this is connected. Also the neutral of the power supply. Okay, so the neutral of this power supply will be connected to the neutral of this 3-phase transformer. So what we will be doing, we will be using a longer wire for this. Okay, so for the neutral, you have to connect this neutral here to your three-phase transformer. This is the in, and you will take a direct out from here, like not from the start point, but you will connect a direct out from this neutral, which is at your three-phase transformer, and then this will be continued to the power circuit breaker. So this is the isolated neutral configuration for your system, and later on you will see that what is the emphasis and what is the advantage of this, or why we are doing this. Okay, so there you go. I'm just trying to hide these wires so you can get a good overview of this. Now, next up, what we have to do is that we have to connect this power circuit breaker to our summation current transformer. So it's very simple. So just you have to connect these connections here. The red phase, the yellow phase, and the blue phase. So you see that now these connections are connected here. So red, yellow, and blue phases are connected here. And I'm just going to check that just no neutral is connected here. Okay, so neutral of this power circuit breaker will be going to our inductive load. Okay, so first we will connect all the phases. So again, this summation current transformer, it will be going to your combined overcurrent relay. Okay, so what we will be doing, that we will bringing these connections here, and then these connections, the output, they will be of this combined overcurrent and earth fault relay will be connected to your line model. So again, it's easy to connect them. Just connect these three phases here. So let's go towards this and connect them here. So we're just taking out a few wires. We have already arranged the wires here, and you see this is the red phase. Okay, and this red phase will be connected to the summation current transformer. So this is the connection, the red phase. Then we have the yellow phase and the blue phase. So for the yellow phase again, this is the yellow phase, and the input will be coming all the way from our current transformer. So summation current transformer. We have also used this transformer in previous labs. Okay, and then this is the blue wire, and this will be also connected to your summation current transformer. So these are the connections. I'm going to just hide these connections a bit so that you can get a good view of what is going on here. So these are connected to your summation. So the current is now moving from this summation current transformer to your combined overcurrent and earth fault relay. From here, we will connect this to the line model. Again, we will be using longer wires to connect these connections to the required connection. So next up, we will be connecting the output of the combined overcurrent and earth fault relay to the line model. So again, simple connections, just three phases to be connected. So let's start from blue phase this time. Okay, so this is the blue phase, and it is connected here to the line model. Okay, so the blue phase is connected here. Then the yellow phase, and this yellow phase is connected to the L2, and then the red phase, and this red phase is again connected to the line model. So here you go. These three phases are now connected with your supply. So again, hiding the wires a bit so that you get a good overview of the connections. So now we have connected the power supply to the power circuit breaker. The power supply to the three-phase transformer here, and then this three-phase transformer is connected. The output of this is connected to the power circuit breaker, which is going to the summation current transformer, and from summation current transformer now this connection is connected to the combined overcurrent and earth fault relay, and the output is then going to the line model. Next up, what we are going to do is that we are going to connect this line model to the resistive load here, to the resistive load. Okay, so this will be coming to the resistive load. Again, simple connections. So red, yellow and blue. So this is the red phase and this will be connected to the resistive load here. Then let's go for the yellow phase. So the yellow phase will be connected to your transmission line model, and then this is the blue phase. Also note that we have connected all the jumpers of this line model, which means that this is working at its full rating. All the resistances, inductance, resistance, they are connected in series, and then the capacitance are connected across the line. So this is you have to jump all these connections so that you are running this model at a full. Okay, so now the phases are complete. Now it's time to combine the neutrals. Okay, so I will start from the resistive load, and for the resistive load you have to connect all these together. So these are your neutral points. Okay. So I have combined, I have made a star point here, and then after making the star point, I will connect the star point to my transmission line. So I am using a longer wire here to connect this star point to my transmission line. Okay. So here you go. Then we also have to fed this transmission line with a neutral as well, and also this inductive load. So now it's time to connect the neutral of the inductive load as well. So again, it's easy. You can connect it just the way I have connected this resistive load. So it's very simple. Just connect combine the neutrals here. There you go. Again, now this is combined, and this will be connected to the summation current transformer, which we will be later doing. And the line model here, the neutral, we have to find a neutral to this line model. Okay, so I'm just going to check that from where we are going to do this. So okay, so it's very easy. The power circuit breaker is going actually to the inductive load. Okay, the neutral is coming here, and then this neutral is going towards your transmission line. So we'll be using some long wires here, which can be easily connected. So let's see. So the power circuit breaker. Now this will be connected to the inductive load, and from the inductive load, okay, so here from this inductive load, the neutral will be connected for the transmission line. So this completes the connection of the neutral, and I will just recheck all of these connections. Again, we have to connect this inductive load as well with our system. And first of all, what I am going to do is that I am just going to connect these phases together. Okay. And just give me a minute so we can get a longer wire for this again. Okay, so next what I am going to do, I am going to connect this here, and this completes the connection for the inductive load. Now here you go, we will be connecting this inductive load to our line as well. And next what is going to be done here is that we have to connect 2.1 and 2.2 of the summation current transformer to the combined power current and power voltage series. So this is the connection. I'll just show you here. Now these two connections. So the first one is coming from 2.1, and here it is connected. The second one will be going to 2.2. So there you go. So the 2.1 and 2.2 are connected to this, the neutral coil here. Okay. Okay, so the circuit is live now, and we will turn on this supply, and as you can see that the overcurrent, combined overcurrent and earth force relay is on, and we will be also looking at it in detail. So let me turn on the connection. So first of all, you have to turn this on, and the breaker, and here we go. So for the power circuit breaker, we have connected both the connections here, and I will turn it on. Now the connection is on, and there is some reading here. You can see that the resistive load is set to R4, okay, and for the R4, this is the normal condition. I will also show you this in, when we come towards the readings, but this is the normal condition, and the circuit is operational now. So let's go in detail of the readings, and let's see that what is the current showing here. Okay, so now this is the view of your relay. There are some buttons here which you can scroll: reset, menu, and then entry. This is again select, open, close. Also there is a connection. This is let me just show you here. Okay, so I have just changed the angle. So this is again the serial port which you can connect to your system and configure this PLC. Basically this is a PLC actually here. So now this is in the run condition. As you can see that the current range is around 3.5 and 3.6, okay, and now we will increase the load. Okay sir, kindly increase the load. So you can see now the current on the third phase has been increased, 3.95. So you can see there is a fault, and the fault has been picked up, and now this is the trip signal. Now sorry to focus it. Okay, so now the trip signal is here, and you can see that there is a fault in your two, like the third phase. Okay, so this is IA, IB, and IC. It has IC has the fault actually. So reduce the load again, sir. So let's reduce the load and see now that there is no pickup right now. Okay, so no pickup, but still the issue is that the relay is still stripped. So you have to reset this relay. Just click on the reset button, and now this is your normal operation. Okay, again we will increase the load on the first phase. So you see now the first phase, it's IA, it's now 3.88, okay, and there is a pickup, and there you go, and the relay has been tripped. So this is how it works. You have to configure this first. Okay, so what we have done, we have configured the values of current and also the delay, due to which we are achieving this trip. So there are also a few control buttons over here. I will just show you this one here, and sir, please go back to the normal condition. Yes, now this is the normal condition. Let's click on reset, and now it's stripped. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use a multimeter here. You see, this is your multimeter, and I have set it to the continuity, and then there are two probes which I'll be using, and as you can see there are multiple connections, but we'll be using this TS1. Okay, this is a normally open connection. You can see this is normally open, so it means that under normal circumstances this is open. See, no reading here, and this is a open connection. So what happens that when we will increase the load and there will be a trip signal, so this will show the continuity. Now these two signals will be combined. So let's increase the load. You can see we have increased the load. We have a pickup here, and let's wait for the tripping signal. Now this has been tripped and you can see that the buzzer is on now. The buzzer is on. So now this circuit, so let's again we have reduced the load. So now this these two connections, these two TS1, like number 6 and number 21, these two can be used to connect like to give the control signal to your any of your equipment, to the power circuit breaker or any other equipment. Okay, so this was about the resistive load, that how you can sense an overcurrent on the on your system using this current relay. Okay, so next step what we have to do is that we have to connect this summation transformer, the current transformer, to the inductive load to simulate a fault on the sending end. Okay, so the resistive load was actually for the receiving end, the fault there, overcurrent fault, and now there is a earth fault. If there is a earth fault on the receiving on the sending end, so we will be monitoring this fault. So again we have to connect this here. So it's very simple. Just connect this summation current transformer any phase. Okay, so I am connecting the red phase here to your the secondary. This was the primary, this is the secondary, and then connect this, the output of the secondary, to your inductive load. And as you can see that we have connected the inductive load in series, so it can work easily. Okay, so you can also connect it here. So at any point you can connect this load, and then when you will turn on this load, then the relay will trip. So now we will turn on the supply again. This is the 3-phase supply. We have turned it on, and then turn on the breaker. Now you can see there are some current values on your current relay, and then when you will increase it, so you will see that there is a fault condition now, and the relay will trip. We will see it in I will show you here in the zoomed version, but here you can see that the relay has tripped. When I use this one, so there is no fault now. You can reset the relay. So let's have a look at how it works closely. Like I will just zoom in and change my camera angle to show you the overview. Okay, so now as you can see that we have also connected the inductive load, and the inductive load is actually working as a short circuit or the earth fault on the generation side, and then or you can see on the transmission or the sending end. And as you can see that the resistive load was acting as the load or the fault at the receiver's end. Okay, so this here we will now increase the inductive load and see that what is the effect of this inductive load on this relay. So again you can see that if I increase the value, so there is the inductive load here, and then you can see that that was the resistive load that is set on 4, and this is the inductive load. Okay, so let's just turn on the load here, and you see that the values are same. Okay, so the current values again 3.4, 3.3, and now this is 3.96. Okay, so now the relay is again it has been tripped. Okay, coming back towards the, again this is 0 now, and the fault has been removed. We can reset it for the normal condition. And again the same scenario is here for the TS1, which we have displayed in the resistive load, that you can easily connect this to your control circuit and turn on and off your any of your breaker on the load side.